Actually, I've just covered pretty much all of this that were lighter. One of the things we ran into, Ford make a Kevlar package for I think about $3,400. It's fabric, it's handgun only. And they told, I think it was either the California Sheriff or Police Department, if they used our material, they would void the warranty on the Ford vehicle. Because we're in the hundreds of dollars, maybe. Certainly not $3,400 for handguns. Next slide, please. Helicopter floors. This was a mind bender for me. I had no idea that helicopters don't have bulletproof floors in them. And when I think, if I'm in a helicopter and I'm going up vertically and my enemy's down here shooting at me, which is the reason why a lot of them sit on their helmets. And we could easily be putting panels, custom made, poured in. I don't think you can do a poured in place because you need access to things, but helicopters could be something that we could help with. Next slide, please. This is still in R&D right now. If you can put a floor in a helicopter, you can, or do a door in a vehicle, you can certainly do an armored floor in a military vehicle. They could be repairable in the field. So if we've got damage done somewhere, and they've got bags of our BallistiCrete mix, they can actually patch it and fix it, instead of waiting for another panel to come in. Next slide, please. There's two different methods of putting this on. It can be sprayed or it can be hand troweled. The stucco industry knows how to do both of these. It's really easy to train someone how to do this. So taking either of these two methods, can you go back? There we go, thank you. We could be going into embassies, federal buildings, police stations, courthouses, judges' chambers, fire stations, we've already done one, banks, and create safe rooms anywhere, nuclear power stations, all kinds of different things. That same process, whether it's interior or exterior, doesn't matter, it's the same. Next slide, please. We were asked by DOE, Judy Johns with Y12, immediately after seeing the NBC News video that I talked about earlier, called me up and I invited her out. She came for a couple of days. And she said, you and Michael will both have to go through some security tests, which is how I met Fred Bradford, FBI. And her goal was to protect, through Y12, nuclear power stations. And we were exposed to a few things that were probably common knowledge to a lot of you and scary as all heck to me.